doesn't. Fuck it, you never know. Oops, just blew my fucking.
Or forever.
Wait for some people to come in here. Oh shit, did I press my exit? Oh shit. We'll call Thomas for you. It was love at first sight. I Yes, dolls, I see you, girl. Good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? Hope you're doing well. Happily married with children. Good morning. Forgot about this song. How is everybody on this wonderful Wednesday morning? No, is it Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I just had to take a little ride, and then I stopped at TJ Maxx actually because I really need a new blow dryer. My blow dryer is like on its way out, but I need a babyless one. Babyless, I think that's the name. Or baby, is it Baby Bliss? Babyless, I don't fucking know. And I thought I saw him at TJ Maxx recently, and I really don't feel like paying full price for one. But they had them, but they didn't have the one I wanted. So I'll have to wait. I'm pretty sure my blow dryer is like burning my hair right at this point because every time I use it, it smells like burning hair. So I think there's something inside of it, but it makes this like weird sound when I turn it off and turn it on. It's like weird. So it's time for a new one. It's time for a new one. My hairdresser was telling me to look into the Shark one, just basically like the Dyson. I might cut out in like 2 seconds, so I'm in like a bad spot, but we'll see what happens. Maybe, yeah, I might go to Marshall's. I've seen him at what's that place? Nordstrom Rack, but I was in Jersey when I seen it, and I was like, oh shit, I don't remember exactly which one I have. I'll find it. I just want like pretty much the same one that I have, just new. So I love my blow dryer. I have my husband got it for me for like, I don't know, my Christmas or my birthday or something years ago. I mean, this thing has lasted quite a while, and I use it daily, so I always blow my hair out. Like, I don't use, any other products, styling tools. So I heard the Shark was awesome. So it's just expensive. I'm not looking to spend that much on a blow dryer right now, but maybe for like my birthday or something. I just kind of need something to get me by for a couple of months. So so crappy out here. It's raining. It's miserable, as my mom used to say. She said miserable. I have abandoned cat and oh, I can't read all that. I'm driving. I'll be home in like 2 seconds. You actually preferred over the Dyson. I never tried. Well, my hair girl uses the Dyson on my hair, and it seems nice. I don't know. I can't tell. You have to use it yourself. The only concern of mine is that when you're drying your hair, it's kind of like my memory, because I like blow my hair out with the brush like they do at the salon. Like I use the round brush. My arms hurt and shit after I'm done drying my hair. But what was I gonna say? That has to the shape of it is different than a regular hair dryer, and I feel like that would be weird. Like I don't know how I would work with that. saying? You'd have to get used to the shape of it. It's regular that I've been using my whole life. So, well, the shark one might be more like a blow dryer. I forgot. I looked at both of them. I just can't. I'm sorry, but for the Dyson, like I just can't fathom spending that much money on something that blows hot air. Like I just can't. And I fucking hated my Dyson vacuum. So, and I love my Shark vacuum. I the Dyson vacuum for me, it worked great on the carpet. I felt like on the wood floors it was just a foul. And I have all wood floors in my house, so yeah, maybe I should look for Black Friday deals. The Shark has a great rounded brush attachment. Oh, get out of here. I have I also have one of those. You know what I don't like about those though? Part of like blowing your hair out is directing your hair into, you know what I'm saying? Like I have a bad cowlick in the back of my head, really bad. Like to the point where it almost looks like a bald spot in the back of my head because my hair just separates in every direction. And with those, I feel like it's hard to like direct your hair into, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's why I kind of like the blow dryer because it you could direct your hair. I have like really bad cowlicks in my hair, so um those are good for I feel styling, but when you're doing your like initial blowout on your hair, like I don't know, you need a blow dryer. I just love my blow dryer. I use it every day, so I blow my bangs out probably like 4 or 5 times a day. Like I'll just like, run in my bathroom. It's hanging right there on the wall. I'll grab my blow dryer and just kind of blow my bangs out so they're not like all fucked up looking. Cause my hair is horrible. I have like the worst hair type. Except B-Tem, I am offended by this title. Well, excuse me, I'm not eating turkeys, B-Tim, so you'll be proud of me, okay? I don't like turkey. I was kind of referring to the turkeys on this platform. So I feel like we got a lot of them. I feel like there's a lot of fucking turkeys, chicken heads, and pigeons around here. Pigeons and birds. Pigeons and birds. And turkeys. And turkey necks. People that have necks that look like turkeys. So I was, I wasn't really referring to that. I don't eat turkey. I don't like it. I'm not making one because nobody in my house wants it. And what am I going to, cook for 3 people, a big turkey? No, no thanks. No thanks. No thanks. I just can't wait to fucking stay home and do nothing. That's what I can't wait for. I've been running around like a mad woman every day. I was I was speaking of the turkeys and the chickens and all chicken heads and all that and all that. I was watching some of the drama that went down uh, this week concerning some of the newbies around here, as I like to call them. But let's get inside and we'll talk about that inside. We'll talk about that. Hey, nonsense. Good morning. Good morning. What happened? Needs deworming. I think I'm pregnant. Look at it. Ooh. Ooh. All right, let's get out of the car. Why is oops, I already turned the car off. Dude, whoever invented button starts, I just love them. I love them. All right, let's go inside. Let's get settled. Hold on, I just bought Ovi some bully sticks at TJ Maxx, so we'll give him one of those so he leaves us alone and lets me talk. I'll give the world to you. Oh, so shitty out. It's just like misty, rainy, but at least the temperature went back up. It was freezing yesterday. Gobble, gobble, mofos. Let's get inside. I ran out and dropped my son off at school this morning. I didn't even feed over yet. Come on. Let's go, you little rabbit. Let's go. Ugh. How come when you get old, you got to make those sounds every time you bend down? Anybody else do that? I'm like, ugh, ugh. All right. I think I did that my whole life, though. So, all righty then. Come on, you little rabbit. You got to eat. Dude, my mom, when I was going through my mom's stuff for the garage sale, I love these things. I don't know if they still make them. Was it Yankee Candle? Hold on. Yeah, it was Yankee Candle Easy Melt Cup. So it's like a little cup that's filled with wax, and you just put it in your wax warmer, and it just sits there. I love it. I'm like, oh, I hope they still sell these things. She had a couple of them, and it's so cool because you could throw the cup out when you're done. Probably not so environmentally friendly, but, you know. You're not going to eat, dude? Go eat your food. All right. Guess that is paying off. What's that? Nonsense. I wanted to tell you to go to ProPublica. Tyler tax returns for 2022 was released. Shows he made 173. What? After deduction, he only made $16K. No way. Who is that? Tyler tax return. Dude, that's a lot. Holy shit. How the fuck do you... Wait a second. Oh, you're saying after the deductions, it's showing that he only made $16K. That is interesting. I don't even understand all that shit. Taxes, deductions, and all that bullshit. I don't understand all that. I use that. Looks like... No, these ones are old. They're old, so they literally just come in a cup. Like, it's literally just like a plastic cup that you just sit on your wax warmer. And I think back in the day, they used to sell wax warmers that the cup fit in. I just threw it on top of mine, and it melted, and it's working. So that is fucking crazy. Holy shit, man. Tyler deduction of $100K for occupancy, rent, and ULT, what's that? Was hilarious. $12,000 deduction for shipping. Wow, dude. Wow. Dude, these 501Cs. Me and my husband were talking about this the other day with a friend of ours. Like, what would make somebody even want to start? Are you fucking kidding me? This thing didn't charge again. What would even make somebody really want to start? I don't know what he has himself as. Is he like a church? What is he? Why does he get deductions? Are you fucking kidding me? I hate this fucking computer and this charger. God damn it, dude. Hold on. Sorry. Trying to get my laptop on over here. That seems to be not working. I give it all to you. All right. Let's see what's going on. That is unbelievable. Christian charity. Yeah, but is he like a 501c or whatever the fuck? Or 501 not-for-profit, non-profit? How is he bettering the community is what I'd like to know. The online community. I didn't even know you could do that. There's a will, there's a way, right? I guess people will scam the government. They'll figure it out. Oh my God, this fucking charger, dude. Why is my laptop not going on? Hold on a second. I hear the noise like it's charging, but it is not turning on. Hello? Hello? I'm going to have to just order a new goddamn cable already. Oh, there we go. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Wow. He is a 501c. That's why I was able to see his taxes. Oh, my laptop's charged. That was weird. It just didn't want to turn on for some reason. So he is a 501c. Interesting. The Church of Mobs. The Church of Code, whatever it's called. That is fucking crazy. Yeah, I might as well just become a church and make some deductions, right? Why not? Everybody else does it. So you can just make up your own religion and become a religion and call yourself a church. That is some bullshit. That is some bullshit. Tyler Feller Ministries. That is some bullshit right there. The thing is they have to show on paper where the money went, but that doesn't mean that that's where the money went. Like we were talking about this one, a lot of the hockey organizations are 501Cs, right? So one of the ones that my son used to play for. It's a 501c, but well, it's not a nonprofit. It's a not for profit. So there's a little slight difference there. And basically, the guy was putting all the money that he was spending back in his own pocket, right? Because the organization that is the travel hockey was his organization, but then the what do you call it? The rink, he owns the rink as well, right? So he's paying for his own ice time. The organization is paying for the ice slots, which is paying him at the end of the day. And it's just like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So he's basically running a 501c and profiting off of it with his other business. He's buying ice time from himself, you know? So it's all fucking shady. It's all shady. All right, let me get my laptop up and running here. Truth and Transparency charity is Fight for Family. Wait, that girl's got a charity? Oh my God. People will find any way they can to scam the government. Crazy. No, I don't want this running. All right, sorry, my laptop's still loading up. So, soon as I get home, I'll make it up to you. She's a winner. I couldn't find her filing, but she has a 501c. That is sketch. Checkmate Humanity does a few good videos on her. Is that the girl that came around with the Chris Watts case? And she, she was trying to say that he was like innocent, basically. Is that the same person? She's nuts. Last night, I was watching and Plunder had a video pop up. That Sherilyn Cadle lady who already wrote 2 books. I read her first book, which, oh God, it was awful. It was awful. She wrote a 3rd book now on the Chris Watts case. And from what Plunder was saying, it sounds just like bullshit. Like she's just milking the absolute shit out of that case. I mean, it's just all speculation and shit like that. These people are unbelievable, man. They will milk the shit out of anything. She's now doing Brian. Wait a second. Sherilyn Cadle is running that, or Truth and Transparency? Because I could see her doing that. There's so many fucking idiots out there that believe Brian Koberger's innocent. It's quite entertaining, actually. I don't, there's a lot of evidence to show that. Are you fucking kidding me? Somebody spilled a bag of Funyuns in the fucking back of my car. I'm gonna kill these kids. Oh my God. My son and his friend were in my car yesterday. It's like, just throw the Funyuns on the floor. Don't worry about it. I'll fucking clean them up. No problem. No problem. Hey, you know what you could do to make it even better? Just step on a couple of them. Okay? Make sure they're really fucking broken up and all over the fucking place. His friend got in the car yesterday and he was eating, I thought I was going to puke. He was eating those salt and vinegar fucking potato chips. My whole car smelled like feet. I don't know. I got this weird thing about eating in the car. I don't know what it is. Because it's funny, when I was a kid, I thought my dad was like psychotic because he would never let us eat in the car, ever. I was never allowed to eat in a car when I was a kid. So my mom would let us snack, but my dad, he was like, no eating in my car, And when I got older, I was like, you know what? I hate food in the car. Like, I hate the way it smells. I hate it because you're in a confined space. It just stinks, dude. And I can't stand it. Like, I don't want to get in my car tomorrow and smell McDonald's or whatever, Ugh, I hate it. But I'll let my son eat in the car. And, oh, my God, he just makes a mess. That's why. Last week, where'd they go? Him and my husband went to Chick-fil-A or something. And he gets this blue drink. And the next morning, I go in my car, and the blue drink is all over the floor. on my car. Thank God I have like those WeatherTech mats, whatever, so that it doesn't fuck my carpet up. But oh my God, I can't. They ruin it. They destroy my car. All right, hold on. I'm just trying to get myself together here. Yes, I'm gonna give you a bully stick. Just give me a second. Oh, it's called 12-inch Quick Chew. That's great. I was looking for something that wasn't quick. These things are such a ripoff. All right, dude. Chill out. You gotta let me get the package open. I have a 3-year-old just pick my battles. Yeah, sometimes you gotta just... What the fuck is this thing? Here you go. Go ahead. Go chew it up in like 2 seconds. You know that's what's gonna happen. Oh my God, that thing smells like assholes. Yeah, you got it. When they're that young, I used to let my son eat. Well, I still let him eat in the car. Just like, I don't like, if we could eat at home, I'd rather that. But obviously, I let him eat in the car. I just hate it. I hate food in the car because it no matter what, it always ends up somewhere in the car. And then you end up smelling it for like a week. I have to vacuum my car once a week because of my kids and OCD tendencies. Yeah. I mean, his friend, this is the second time he came in my car and did this. He dropped something else in the car last time. Like just dumped it. I usually, like, if my son's eating chips in the back, I'm like sitting there watching him. I'm like, give me the chips. So like I can roll the bag up and then I stuff it in the door pocket because I know that that's going to be the end game. So that was my fault though. I wasn't paying too close attention yesterday. All right, let me get on my laptop. I was running. I don't know why I need to be on my laptop, but hold on. Some of the newbies here that have been on this platform, I'm watching, they're doing the same thing that everybody does. They're not wrong for doing it. It's just that, you see the same pattern kind of repeating with other people, right? I hope it's the big fight too. Yeah, we're French fries. It's always French fries. French fries is maybe managed to get over there somehow. The French fries are the worst. Finally, a fucking year-old French fry, like part of the lap. So, there is a so anyway, I was trying to keep up just a tiny bit. I didn't watch the whole live yesterday, but I guess, the whole thing was done yet. I cleaned it. But I just sent a little hypocrisy from that person. From what I understand, and maybe I'm a little bit wrong, so maybe you guys can help fill it in. She became upset with me during when these text messages that I mean person were basically Hold on. Am I getting louder? Am I getting louder? That's so weird. Can you guys hear me better now? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now? For some odd reason, hold on a second. For some reason, my laptop connected to my AirPod. So hold on. It was upstairs. I gotta find the case for my AirPod so that I could. Oh, it's probably out in my car. Fuck. Hold on. I'm talking through an AirPod right now. One single AirPod. I can't find my case. Hold on. God damn it. I can't. This is why. This is why my channel is so. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna have to run out in my car because that is where my case is. It was in my pocket of my sweatshirt that I had on in the car. So bear with me for a moment. That's so funny. You're like, sounds far away. I'm like, You know what? I don't know why it connected to this though. I don't can I like disconnect it from here? Hold on a second. Oh wait, what if I just turn my Bluetooth off? Duh. All right. Is that better? Tell me to turn my Bluetooth. I don't know. Yeah, low budget parade, girl. Can't get it together. I swear I for the fuck. It's worse. Hold on a sec. Fuck. Try restarting. What the God? You sound okay. Bluetooth. All right. I'll remove myself here. I don't know what in the fuck. Is this better? God damn it. If not, I'm going to have to restart the stream. Oh my God, dude. All right, let me try. Hold on. I'm going to restart my laptop. I'm back on my phone. I guess we're not allowed to use my laptop today. I don't know what just happened. It connected to my fucking Bluetooth headphone for some reason, which it never does. I never use it on my laptop. I have no idea why that just happened. And I guess when I turn the sound off, StreamYard sucks as it is. So, all right. We're back. You will have to go back and listen. Good God. This is why I fucking low budget productions over here. You know what's messed up about it? I have a whole setup upstairs with a beautiful microphone, the little stand like everybody has, like the little fucking arm, like the professional setup. I have it all. But I sit here like a weirdo on my laptop because I have ADHD and I can't sit still. So I wasted all that money buying all that shit. And it really is just a waste of money for me because there's no way I don't know how people sit in one spot and stream. I can't do it. I just can't do it. That was terrifying. Sorry about that. All right, I'm restarting my laptop and hold on, let me put my little headphone back in its case. This is such an interesting live stream, isn't it? Wow, riveting content. Riveting here. All right. That thing's back in the case. Hopefully it won't connect. For fuck's sakes. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's try this again. I don't even really need my laptop right now. I don't even know why I'm insisting on going on it. That's why I always listen from my phone. Can't sit still. I can't. I don't know how people do it. I watch a lot of streamers and they'll sit there for like hours and hours on end. And I'm like, I cannot do that. I have ADHD. I just cannot sit still for that long. Would you guys believe that he already ate that entire fucking bully stick? Like, it's gone. Unless he hid it somewhere, that thing is fucking gone. Are you kidding me? No. It's gone. It's already gone. All right. You shut down your computer because of a problem. So anyway, all right, let me go back to what I was saying here about Nunya, right? The good Nunya, or whatever her name is at this point in time. I don't even know what name she's using. She was, she was upset with Queen Bee. From what I understand, she's upset with Queen Bee because Queen Bee was in like those DMs or whatever with that Aileen lady, and I guess they were sharing some information, right? Like some type of information there. What's funny is that I've heard, okay, through people, and now I don't know this to be 100% true because I didn't see it with my own eyes, but from the people that told me, I feel that they're credible human beings, and I believe what they're saying. That she would be in people's DMs from time to time asking people like, oh, well, why are you in so and so's chat, and why are you in this person's chat, and why are you in that person's chat, because this person's a real lifer. Well, let me just tell you something, okay? You might as well just stay in your little fucking chat, okay, by yourself with nobody watching you. If you seriously think to yourself that you're not around fucking real lifers, because there's either one lurking in your chat, okay, on your panel with you or whatever. I mean, that's just reality of this platform. People do this shit, and it depends on what. See, I consider real life is when you reach outside of YouTube, okay? You go off this platform and you do things like sending the authorities to somebody's house, right? That's fucking real life shit to me. When you start contacting family members of somebody, okay, who's not on this platform, that's some fucking real life shit to me. When you dox somebody, okay, yeah, that's real life to me, but it's also kind of part of the territory that comes along with being on the internet. I mean, people are going to look you up, unfortunately, and there's really nothing you could do about it. So people are going to get your information, kind of comes along. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's part of the territory. So if you consider that going real life, well, then I guess it is, I've always operated under the, definition, right? If somebody's bothering you on this platform, and when I mean bothering you, I mean like harassing you, contacting your family members, that kind of shit. Okay. You have every right to look that person's information up and have that information for your own protection. I'm not saying to go use that person's information and dox that person. That's fucking wrong, and it's really not going to get you anywhere at the end of the day. I mean, shit, I'm considered a fucking real lifer here, okay? Because I doxed a woman who, for 3 years straight, doxed me, right? Showed my phone number on a public platform, on a public live, in front of 600 people, okay? Said the town that I live in, my first name, my last name, my husband's name. What else? Contacted my family members, doxed them in her Patreon, and then oh yeah, her best friend, swatted me at 2:30 in the morning, so I'm a real lifer because I went back at this person after 2 years of them having no respect for mine or anybody else's information. I'm the fucking real lifer, and shit, I'll wear that title all day. This is also the same person who openly shares their first and last name on this platform, okay? And if you can't guess who I'm talking about Molly Golightly, because, and I own it. I fucking doxed her ass. Full address, dude. Well, not her full address, just the name of her street and her house number on a video. Why? Because she was lying to everybody here. She had doxed the shit out of me, okay, already at this point in time. It took me about 2 years, 2.5 years for me to finally fucking be like, fuck this bitch. And it was when she reached out to my family members that I decided to do this back to her. So she was lying to everybody when I first, stumbled upon her channel. She was living in Jersey, right? And then she moved during that time, and she was lying to everybody, saying that she was living in Connecticut. Her and her husband had moved to Connecticut, and somebody had tipped me off. Funny enough, it was actually a friend of hers that she fucked over. Had tipped me off that she actually wasn't living in Connecticut. And so I created the channel called Molly Go Hershey because that's where she was living. And then, yes, after I saw that she had doxed my family members in her Patreon, I put her fucking address. Yes, I did. Okay. It was, I feel vindicated in it. Sorry, I do. I'm not going to even apologize for it because I'm not fucking sorry. I'm not. She had no respect for my family or my privacy. She called me. Okay, she got my phone number, called me unsolicited several times. Had other people calling me and trying to threaten me and shit. Fuck out of here, bitch. Put my fucking town I lived out. Put my phone number out on the internet. Put my name out on the internet. And I'm supposed to respect her fucking privacy? Nah, sorry. But this is the same person who, once that information came out, I mean, she loves talking about the town that she lives in. And again, she openly always shared her name. Since I've found her channel, she has openly shared her name on this platform. And she's got a very unique last name. It's very easy to find her and her husband on Google. So anybody could have found it. I'm not making excuses because I fucking flat out doxed the bitch. I did. So. But anyway, so, in that sense, yeah, I'm a fucking real lifer. I'm a real lifer, you know? But I've always said on here, you come from my fucking family, it's over, It's over. If you disrespect my privacy, why the fuck would I sit here and respect your privacy? You know what I'm saying? That's stupid. But I'm not going to sit there. I have some fucking stupid troll in my comments the other day saying to one of the people who purchased something from me, okay, oh, you're get ready, Makeup Monster is going to go real life. Because I went real life on a real lifer, on a chronic habitual real lifer, okay, according to this person who fucking deserved it, in my opinion. But anyway, I want to remind you, when she went real life on me, all I had done was criticize her behavior on the internet. But that warranted a fucking cops coming to my house at 2:30 in the morning, right? Okay. But anyway, so fuck was I just saying? Holy shit. Totally just left my train of thought. Oh, they were saying about, I'm going to dox. First of all, this fucking idiot doesn't realize this. But when I send my customers, I would never use anybody's information. When I send my customers a package, it's an exchange of information. They get my information and I get their information. So why the fuck would I dox one of my customers? They have all my information. I mean, but first of all, why would I dox somebody that's paying me and helping me out? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even make sense. But please know that if you make a purchase from me, no matter what happens on here, I would never share your information ever with anybody at all. Like, that's just the last thing I would do. I don't even, to be honest, look at your guys' addresses. Like, I print it out, I print the labels out, everything's like just printed straight out, and then it's a done deal. So I don't even like sit there and really look at where things are going or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I'm very thankful for anybody that buys anything from me. But anyway, I mean, this person's just an asshole. They're like, Mega Monster real lifer. And then Laura, she's accused me of a host of real life things, but where's the proof, Laura? Where the fuck did that happen? Any of that? So she could fucking talk a good game, but let's see the proof. Stop it. Stop it. Hold on a second. So yeah. Anyway, but my whole point being is that there's a lot of people here, especially older people, who've gone real life, who've looked up people's information, Okay. Yeah, I have several people's information. People who are fucking harassing me on this platform. You're damn fucking straight. I have their information. That girl, Christina, I know her fucking blood type at this point. Why? She was digging into my fucking life. Why wouldn't I have her information? Corey, got your information, girlfriend. Fucking psycho bitch. So, yeah, would I share it on a live? No, why? I'm not going to put my channel. I have that information. Could you stop biting me? I have that information for me. Sorry if I sound far away for a second. I'm just trying to do something here real quick. I have her information for myself, for my own protection. I'm not going to risk my channel. Corey is not worth my channel. By the way, bitch, while we're talking about your stupid ass, I don't know what world you're living in. The funniest thing, I've asked this girl to stop tagging me. I don't even know how many times. She doesn't understand English, clearly. I don't know if I have to be like, stop tagging me, eh? All right. Maybe she'll understand it. But she she likes to tag me. So the other day, I see her in my mentions. I'm like, oh, fuck me. Fuck me. You know, this fucking asshole again. And she's like, Mega Mobster needs a 5150. And I'm like, wow, that is fucking hilarious. Coming from uh, somebody who is put in the mental hospital, admittedly, okay, because of Twitter or some bullshit like that, because she lost her shit over social media. I mean, I could say, in one breath, I could say, well, it takes one to know one, right, Corey? Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. But I was like, wow, man, it's just funny when a absolutely fucking insane person tells you need a 5150. A person who used to sit there talking to cat posters and beanie babies, okay, who makes rambling fucking videos day in and day out, 24/7, 365, with no fucking break in between, about all these different people that she forces herself to watch and gets angry over, and complains about. She's telling me I need a 5150. The girl that walks around her town in her fucking pajamas, singing to herself, her pajamas and Crocs, not even like real Crocs, like the fucking dollar store Crocs. Yeah, I need a 5150. Sure. And then she's sitting under her own videos now from her troll account talking to herself. But I need the 5150, right? Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Mm. I don't check the mentions, but they used to be like in a separate thing. But now when I go into just my regular notification, I'll see like mentions in there. And I'm like, what does this fucking asshole want? This fucking idiot. Fuck off, Corey. MM runs an open chat. Please don't tell our subs what they could say or can't say in her chat. Trash, Nunya, or Jones and elsewhere, they are liked and respected here. He could, yeah, I do run an open chat. Feel free to speak your mind in here about whoever, myself included. If you don't like me, you're more than welcome. If you think I'm an asshole, you're more than welcome to come in my chat and tell me about myself. Just know that. So anyway, back to Nunya. I personally find Nunya to be a little preachy. And I get it. People are like that when they first get on here and they're finding their bearings and shit. And, I could even look back at myself and be like, maybe I was a little preachy too in the beginning. Maybe I still am. We all are in a sense, right? But I felt like she definitely looks down her nose at people at times. For instance, okay, like I said, I've heard she's been in like DMs of several people here, like, why in this person's chat, why in that person's chat. I'm not cool with Queen Bee sharing information in somebody's private information in a DM. Go ahead, go outside. And the reality is, you sit in Laura's chats, and that's where my mind is just fucking blown right there, because Laura has doxed many people on this platform, okay? Many people. And again, when Laura doxes people, sometimes it's quote unquote by accident. Other times it's um purposely done, but it's all because people are criticizing her on the internet. She just, that's her defense, is to dox people, you know? She's done it multiple times. Multiple times. And there's evidence out there. All you got to do is do a little bit of digging, you know? And like that Joneson chick, I don't know her. I don't have anything against her, and I don't have anything against none either because I don't know her either. I'm just saying, you can't claim to fucking be against something and then be hanging out in Laura's chat. You know, we've all made that mistake before. Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not down with the real life shit either, dude. Like calling people's jobs, fucking any of that shit. You know, calling people family members, contacting their family members, sending authorities to their house. But if you're looking up somebody's information for your own protection, I have nothing against that. The information's usually there. It's there. It's public record, you know? And I've done it myself. I'm not going to sit here and lie. There's people on here that I've felt like this person might just take this shit a little too far. I want to know who the fuck they are, especially when you share my information. You start sharing my information, yeah, I'm going to figure out who the fuck you are. It might take me fucking 2 years, but I'll figure it out. So, and I make no apologies about protecting myself. You know, I'm not going to sit here and protect, you know, but if you're doxing somebody because, you know, they hurt your feelings on the internet, you're an idiot. That's all I could say about that person. You're an asshole, you know? Grow some balls and learn how to fucking stand up for yourself in a more adult way. You know, like people like Molly Golightly and Laura, they just dox when somebody hurts their feelings. That's their defense, is like, oh, I'm going to get this person's information and I'm going to scare them with their information. You know, that's totally different. Totally different. So to me, Queen Bee sharing information in a DM with somebody, I mean, you know, I don't even know whose information it was, but it's in a DM, and I'm sure it wasn't being done for malicious reasons. Nunya simply speaks her opinion about whatever, in my opinion. Yeah, and she has a right to her opinion. I'm just saying, though, how the fuck do you sit in Laura's chat? How do you sit here claiming to be mad about people who hang out in real lifers chats and all this other shit, and then you're sitting in Laura's chat? If that's what you consider real life, if you consider sharing information behind the scenes with somebody real life, then you're sitting in the real lifers chat. You go up on panels with her. I mean, let's just be real. I just happen to know she questions other people like, why are you in this person's chat? Well, if that's the case, you have no right to be questioning anybody else why they're in somebody else's chat. I'm sorry. Just is what it is. I mean, she also, let's just be honest, and this is from my own observation here, she was supposed to be a friend to Nonsense, right? But then I see like she's talking to like Goose and Vada, whatever the fuck her name is, Tube Top Tammy, and all these people that have been going after her friend. And I don't know. I just find that insincere, to be quite honest. I remember as a young child who was 4 years younger than now when that SWAT was called. Yes. Aileen basically said she needed it for court, the info, since she has an open court case against Dolly. Poor decision, yes. Look, I don't think anybody should apologize for protecting themselves on a public platform where there's a bunch of fucking crazy people, okay, that dox and harass and do all this other fucking real life shit. If you're getting information to protect yourself, well then, I mean, what the fuck? What's wrong with that? Don't let anybody gaslight you on this platform into thinking that it's not okay to do that. I'm sorry. If you're just getting the information for your own knowledge, that's one thing. If you're just getting the information so that you could use it to threaten somebody, that's a whole nother story. there was a precedence set in this community years ago, okay, when Diane had her channel and all this shit, that like looking up anybody's information is the worst thing you could do in the world, you know? And maybe that's how they felt at the time. People called them out for their hypocrisy. You know, like Diane, she sent a pizza to somebody's house. Like, you know, yeah, that's kind of go in real life. Like, why the fuck are you sending unsolicited shit to people's houses? You know, it's fucking weird. I don't care what it is. Stop fucking sending things to people's houses that you don't like. It's fucking weird to do that. Whoever the fuck does shit like that, you need to get a fucking life, because why would you even waste the postage on some stranger on the internet? Fucking weirdos. But like, they set that precedence years ago. And I've always said that if somebody fucks with me and I feel threatened by somebody and I look up their information and use it responsibly, you know, I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm not going to apologize for protecting myself. Fuck that. That would be like me going into MGL's chats and panels who's done horrible shit to you while still being your friend. It's kind of two-faced in my opinion. Well, I agree with that. I agree. I do like Queen Channel. I just wish there was more honesty. It's okay to do wrong and learn from it instead of always having an excuse for why. I agree. I'm not spending my money on a weirdo on the internet. I have weirdos in my own family. Yeah, that's how I feel. They always have an excuse for stuff over there. I don't look. I haven't had time to keep up with all the drama. I'm just going on my observations and the things that I've heard, you know, which isn't a lot, but the little that I have heard, I just feel like I see this person, okay, kind of going around calling everybody else out, you know, this, that, and the other thing, acting like they're on a high horse in a sense. And then turning around and it's like, girl, you're sitting in Laura's chats. Like, come on. Like, I mean, Jones and two, I'm like, dude, like what Laura said about your fucking your dad or whoever that was, do you have any self-respect? I wouldn't talk to that person again after that. Fuck that shit. Fucking talk about my dad like that. No. Sorry. I think I still have the clip of when Laura doxed Pink's employment. Hold on a second. Sorry. Medical degree and everything else related to her real life, her family too. I remember just off the top of my head, Laura doxing Diane's business, okay? And her husband's business. What the fuck does that have to do with anything that's going on YouTube? You know? Like when you start contacting other family members and all that shit, and I know my friend Alicia did it. I didn't agree with it. I don't agree with it that she did that. I would never fucking do it. I'm not gonna start fucking calling people's family members and shit. It's fucking weird. You're too invested. But you know what? I'm guilty of it too. We all got a little too invested in this platform. Years ago, I was definitely more deeply invested, probably because of the people I was surrounding myself with that were also way too deeply invested in this platform. You know, I kind of changed the way I am and look at things nowadays where I'm like, dude, it's just the internet, you know? And like, you can't control the internet. So anybody who's coming on here, you're taking a risk of something happening to you. I posted this in my community post the other day, right? There's this guy I follow. His name is Steve McDonald. He's a resin artist, basically, right? He makes resin crafts on here. Well, I've been following him for years, and I think it was like last year sometime, or it could have been a little over, you know, a year. He was like seriously thinking of quitting YouTube, and he has a good channel, man. He has a very successful channel, and he was quitting. He was thinking of quitting because of the fucking trolls. And I'm like, this guy's getting fucking trolled. Like, I'm like, what? Like people just saying really hateful, nasty things to him, and I'm like, how is this guy getting trolled? I mean, this guy is not involved in drama at all. Okay. He literally just goes up on his channel. He's very pleasant to listen to. He has this great fucking English accent. He's just funny. He's happy. He's joyous. And he's just making crafts and all right, you might, I don't love every single thing that he makes. And I don't watch his channel for the actual things that he makes. He gives a lot of really good tips of working with resin, you know? some of his style of things might not be the style of things that I like, but he gives such good tips on working with resin. I've learned more from him than anybody else. And I'm like, I cannot believe this guy's getting trolled to that point where he feels like he wants to fucking quit doing what he loves. And and I was like, wow, it doesn't matter who you are on this platform. You're gonna have people that just don't like you for whatever reason, because there's miserable fucking people in this world that are hiding behind troll accounts. Okay, because if you had any balls, you would say what you have to say to people on an account that has a picture of your actual face or something. You wouldn't be hiding behind some fucking troll account saying it. I mean, you're just a miserable fuck and a pussy at that. If you're hiding behind a fucking troll account talking shit to people who are trying to do something with their lives. You know what I'm saying? While you sit there behind a fake account talking shit because you can't do anything with your life. Now, I talk shit, but you guys see my face, right? I'm not hiding behind a troll account. You know who I am. I'm not fucking hiding my shit talking like a bitch. I do it right out in the open. But anyway, everybody has their trolls, their haters, what have you. It's part of what comes with this territory, unfortunately. Doesn't make it right, but it is what it is. People are just assholes. People are going to dox people and do all this crazy shit because for many reasons, I hate making blanket statements like, oh, they're jealous of you because, you don't really know what everybody's motivation. Some people could just be hateful. Some people could have personality disorders and they just like fighting with people. Like, you don't know what people's motives are, but it's usually not coming from a good place, okay? When you're doing shit like that. It's not coming from a good, healthy, rational, normal place. Right. That's Ash's actual face. What the fuck is your thing, Ash? I've never even known what exactly it was. I mean, there's a lot of people here talking shit under random accounts without their pictures. I'm not saying you guys are all trolls or pussies or anything like that, but when you're just continually coming to somebody's page with the sole purpose of talking shit to that person and trying to troll them, you're fucking pussy. Put your fucking real face on the account there, buddy. I mean, you can't even use your real account. We all know Ash. Ash has been around for years. That's her account that she's always used. You coming in here with an account that was just created 2 days ago, we know you're a fucking troll. There's a difference there. Laura's a shitty person in general. Yeah, she is. Not a good idea to put your face. How about this, though? Take away even the doxing that Laura's done, right? Just the threats alone that she makes to people, the things she puts out to try to get people to do things to people, because I hate that term, but the dog whistle kind of thing where it's like you're putting things out about people, right? Like, oh, this person's a drug addict, even though you have nothing to prove that, because you're hoping that people will then call the authorities on them. She's a piece of shit, but hey, hang out in her chat, Onion, Just don't sit there preaching like you're all against that shit when you're hanging out in her chat. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I say the same things in chat I say in Discord. I could be a judgmental asshole, and I know this. Well, we all could be, right? I came here with my real name and picture and a lot of strong opinions. Wish I could go back and use an anonymous funny name, but too late now. Well, we all made mistakes in the beginning. Hey, look at it this way, though. Nobody could dox you now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're undoxable. I don't know what's better. I don't know whether it's better to come here with your real name, right? And this way, nobody could dox you. Like Brian St. John, I'll give him credit on that end, right? You can't really dox Brian. He came here with his real name. Like, so nobody could use his information against him because it's out there already. He puts it out there himself. I don't know if I'd be willing to take that chance, but Laura put my real face out. Yes, she did, Ash. Yes, she did. I was never sure if that was actually your real face, but Yeah, I've seen it around. I've seen it around town, Ash. I was never sure if it was actually you or not. I have to say though, if that is your real face, and this happens a lot on here, your voice and your face don't match. Like who else was I watching recently? Oh, like that guy Morbid, right? That guy's face and his voice don't match. Like I don't know, he just looks like I don't know what I would expect him to actually sound like, but he looks like his voice is very very deep. And I'm not stereotyping here though, but I've never met any other like Asian men that have voices that deep like that. Not, I'm just saying like I've never heard somebody with such a deep crisp voice. Laura lies through her overly packed mouth of teeth. Yes, she does. She does. Somebody really just put that lie about Laura in here. Wait, what lie? Hold on. Hold on. I recall someone saying Laura asked them to troll Alicia. Yes, that was somebody in this chat. And they do come in here from time to time. I had to stop watching the Bee Lady because of the chicken lady. Slappy, not for me. I do hope the Bee Lady wins her court case. Been watching that. Oh, yeah. She needs to win the court. Yeah, she needs to win that court case. It's bullshit. Before I saw Diane's pic, that's what I pictured her to look like. She matches her voice exactly. I agree wholeheartedly with that. Diane is probably one of the only people here who I feel like her fucking voice actually matches her face perfectly. You know? Not one of the only people, but like her voice and her face, that's her voice is very distinct, okay? And here on Long Island, that's a voice that you kind of hear a lot, and she looks exactly how I would have pictured her to look. Exactly. Laura's voice matches her face too. I have the worst voice. I hate my voice. Absolutely hate it. Always have too. Not to change the subject, but my kid wants to know if you could do angel wing wind chimes. Uh, I don't know. What do you mean? Do you have like an example that maybe you could send me? Her voice matches her ass. She's not bad. You all suck a little. Yeah, we definitely all suck. Look, dude, everybody on here could be hypocritical and shit. Like, we all could be. I mean, you'd be lying to yourself if you're like, no, I'm never hypocritical. Because there's times I have caught myself and been like, oh, you know what? That kind of sounds hypocritical a little bit. There's definitely times I caught myself, but you're going around and you're kind of acting one way in front of people, and I happen to know that that's not the way you really are, girl. Stop. And like, don't push people in that manner, because what's going to happen is if you keep playing that role that you're not a certain way and you don't just get honest about how you really are, people are going to start getting salty with you and they're going to start exposing you. So just a warning there. And I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just saying I've seen it happen on here a million times. Can't believe Laura used to be in the makeup. She was never in the makeup community. Who said that? Girl, she didn't even, when I met Laura in 2018, she had no idea who Jeffree Star was. No fucking idea. There's a live on Diane's channel where you could hear us all talking about this. It's way back on Diane's channel in like fucking 2018 or 19. And you could hear us all talking about Jeffree Star. And that was when her and Wendy actually got in the first fight. And I guess that Wendy probably decided that night that she didn't like Laura, because that was when they kind of first got into it, because Laura was calling Jeffree Star. What was she calling him? Fuck. She had like some, I don't know, maybe offensive name. I forget exactly the term she used for him. But she didn't know who he was. Like, she had no fucking clue who he was. What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? Looking for trouble? Are we? She had no idea what Sephora was. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's right. She said Sephoria. Sephoria. Like euphoria. She probably says ultra too instead of ulta. Yeah, her makeup's really fucking bad. Speaking of bad makeup, I saw a video last night. Yeah, she called him a hermaphrodite. That's what it was. That's yep. Um, she was in the Seat Worships community. I saw a video of Miss effing Wonderful, and God, she looks different. She looks different, shall I say? Only clue Laura has is a board game. Crusty lips. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't Laura know? Laura didn't know who Jeffree Star was. I knew about him from Shane Dawson. Mm-hmm. She had no idea who he was. And I don't even think up until that point she ever like actually owned like any makeup palettes, you know? So I don't, she was never in the makeup community. Clearly, she called him a transvestite. That's what it was. Transvestite. Yes. Yeah, she should come with a warning label. MFW looks beautiful. Must be a filter. You know, people were saying in the comments that she had filters on, but I personally don't think she did because her skin, she has very, very, I feel bad, in fact, textured skin. And I mean, if there was a filter on her face, you could still very clearly see the texture on her cheeks. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jeffree Star is huge. Well, he was huge before that. He actually, Jeffree Star was in a band, and that's where his start, his whole I guess rise to fame. It was obviously not a very famous band, but it was a band that had a following, and that's where his following began. And then he started his makeup company, and then Shane Dawson kind of came around a little later on in his career. He was already pretty big by that point in time. So yes, her camera is so fuzzy. Who, MFW herself looks like a man. Yeah, she can. She can. We could fill a book on Laura's threats and threats of essay. Yes. That's not her real face. I mean, I haven't seen her in a long time. She definitely looked a little different, and maybe she had some like shapy filters on because she definitely looked different. But her eye makeup was awful. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, it was just like this black, like unblended line, harsh line over her. Like, I don't know. I don't know if she was attempting a cut crease kind of look there, but she kind of failed at it. But she did look good. She looked better. But God, that surgery that she had must have been painful, dude. Because, well, that's what she was saying. Yeah, she has a lot of pock marks in her face, which is unfortunate. Her face was a completely different color than her body. That's probably due to the foundation that she's using. She probably doesn't know how to match her foundation. A lot of people don't, or it oxidized on her. I mean, that is one thing I cannot fucking stand is when, your foundation doesn't match your face. I try to blend mine in as good as I can so that it doesn't look like I'm actually wearing it. In my opinion, was nicer when she was fat. I never really watched her. Yeah, were her teeth fake? That was the one thing I was looking at. I was like, girl, those aren't your teeth. You got some work done on your teeth. They're just too white. And from what I understand, she smokes, right? So like, where does this girl get all this money from? Is like what I know she said in the video that her the skin removal was approved, I guess, by insurance, right? Because it was medically needed. She was getting rashes and all this other shit. But like, dude, to get like veneers, that's like you're talking big money. Like, what does that girl do? It's the clip-on ones. All right, that makes sense. Oh, never mind. She has super fake snap-ons that she can't talk right. No, she had like a little bit of a lisp going on. Ah, all right. Still though, where did she get all that money to, have all these surgeries and everything. Like when she had her initial surgery, maybe it was covered by insurance. I'm assuming. I like the fatty. Look, I listened to her a couple times back in the day, and like, I personally, I don't know. She's not my cup of tea, but like, she was kind of funny and entertaining and stuff. I could see why people watch her, but she's also, she's also like a Laura type where it's like, she just flips the fuck out, goes fucking real life on people probably, or doxes them, like just bad shit. So I just stayed away from her fucking channel. There's a lot of people like that. If I heard, I trust the drama community, and there's a group of people when we like kind of merged with the drama community back in the day, right? I trusted when they would tell people like, look, this person's no good, stay away from this person. I trusted that, all right. Like Wendy, saying like, okay, she's no good. I trust that, her, Randy saying things like that. I trust their opinions, to stay away from certain people around here. Had to stop watching her when she grinded her own father. Ugh, what the fuck? Has nothing to do with YouTube drama. Hold on. I have never hid why I feel the way I do, and it has nothing to do with YouTube drama, but her ignorant feelings and backwards views of minorities. Does that answer your Laura questions? KB Bells, you saying she's racist. Sweet Lori, Laura has said some definite questionable things around here. For instance, right? I'm just gonna give you one example. There's quite a few. I could actually give you quite a few, and there's clips out here to back this up. And I'm just gonna I'll give you two examples. One example was that Laura called up her friend one day, Molly Golightly, back when they were friends, and she didn't know she was on speakerphone. Okay, and so they were having a conversation about traveling, and Laura says that she doesn't want to go to Atlanta because Atlanta's too, quote, dark for her. Okay. And right away, her friends picked up on what she meant. I mean, any fucking person with a brain knows what the fuck that means. I mean, what else are you talking about? The light, like we know what Atlanta is like. Come on. You read between the lines. It's just like if somebody said that about, oh, I don't want to go to the Bronx because the Bronx is too dark for me. I mean, they're not talking about the fucking buildings and the pavement, Like, come on. We know what the majority population is in certain areas. Like, you are being racist. I mean, you're basically saying that you don't want to go there because there's too many black people there for you. That's what you're saying. So to me, that's, it's kind of racist that you don't want to be somewhere where there's a large population of black people, So, and they tried to cover it up. No, Tiffany's like, she means the energy, right, Laura? Oh, I just combined Tiffany and Corey. Like she means the energy, like that. What? No, she doesn't. Fucking dark energy. What are you talking about? So that was one example. And there was another, like, she just says stupid shit. Like, Laura went to go get food stamps or some shit, some kind of assistant. She's like, oh, all the black people got it first, like the lower level black people. Like, who even says lower level black people? But she says shit like that. I don't remember the exact quote, so don't fucking, hold me to that one. But like, she has definitely made some questionable remarks about minorities, shall we say. Yeah, the cover up was pretty comical. The best part was Molly Golightly, like, oh shit, I got a token black boy in my house. Let me grab him. Oh my God, dude. It was so cringe. I like, that was definitely one of the cringiest fucking things I've ever watched on this platform in this community. That whole situation, like from start to finish, was just the cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she's definitely She definitely said things, some offensive things here, and has some very prejudicial uh, thoughts or bigoted thoughts. I don't know what you would call it on minorities. You know, some of the things she says, like, "Oh my God, Laura, you sound so fucking ignorant, dude. Why are you saying that?" You know? Yeah. Will insult people for being on any sort of assistance. Yeah, that was another thing. Laura, years ago, somebody was on assistance. I'm sorry, when she first started her candle company, which again, she used constantly to attack people in the beginning. Tinker, if you're listening. Uh, and she says, "Oh, if you weren't on welfare, you could afford my candles. You couldn't, or something like that, something to that extent." And I'm thinking in my head, girl. Now I happen to know at the time that Laura was on some government assistance, and I remember thinking in my head, girl, like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, you yourself are on those food stamps, girl, which is nothing wrong with, but you're telling somebody else that they can't afford your candles because they're welfare, basically. Just like she uses the term ghetto all the time. You're on welfare, and I'm like, oh my God, dude. And I did say live, Laura will blame me until the day she dies, that I outed that she was on food stamps. I didn't, actually. I just said on a live stream one time, Laura, don't forget where you came from, girl. That could have meant a plethora of things. Okay. Could have meant she was on them years ago, or when she was a kid. Like, I didn't specify when she was on them or anything. I just said, you saying things like that, don't forget where you came from. And about a week after that, it just so happened, or I don't know if it was exactly a week. It was shortly after that, within the next month or so, right? She's shopping at a store and she has her phone in her bag. Fucking idiot. And sure enough, her paperwork for her, I guess it was like, I don't know, when they want you to, like, I guess they evaluate you. I don't know what it's called. I guess they evaluate your situation, your financial situation, yearly or whenever it is, quarterly, periodically. I don't know. And whoops, she accidentally filmed that. So yeah, but it's my fault somehow. Yeah, lower level. Yes. And like, dude, I'm all for, if you can't, afford things and you're struggling and you're working and you're trying to provide, but you just can't because you don't have the skill or the education to do so. Like, I'm all like, there's nothing wrong with being on that, on assistance, dude. Everybody struggles at some point in their lives, but it's like, you're sitting there on it and then using it against somebody as like an insult. Like, what? Don't fucking make no sense. God, there's so many fucking things, we could sit here and say when it comes to her and things like that. And that's why people get so angry at her and just continuously, speak on her. Cause it's like, there's just so many things. There's so many things. It's all the things. She has never apologized for how she treated that lady. Laura is a subhuman witch. Wait, which lady? Lori, so you want to be able to use the N word like Laura? Is that what you're saying? You want to look at men and children like my husband and child and use what? Wait. Hold on a second. Let me back this up. Did Lori disappear? She says what people think, but don't want to say. Ooh, I don't know. I don't think that, but okay. They do. Hold on a second. I'm trying to catch up in chat here. She also said lower level blacks say the N word, and she tried to school people on when it's appropriate. Yeah, lower level blacks like Jay-Z, right? Yeah, he's lower level, right? And Kanye West and Nas. Yeah, lower level blacks, right? Right. Lower level. The fuck does that even mean? Lower level blacks. Lower level blacks like Michael Jordan, right? You don't think he ever used that term? Okay. Or how about Shaquille O'Neal? You don't think he ever used that term? Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Yeah. 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 That happened as well. I forgot about that. Yeah. Never. Jesus. Jesus. All right. So hold on. The worst was well or attended black family funeral uninvited. That I wonder how many of these women are beat. Yes, I remember that too. I thought you knew. You talking about that? I'm just going back and check. Immigrants do get more than anyone else, and free housing, handed car keys. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. I never looked at the statistics. She also said yes. All right. All right. I'm trying to. That was a white family's funeral. Oh yeah. Okay. The uncle. I thought so. I thought it was like a biker gang or something. Yeah. Word on the street is her house is Section 8 housing, but not. But if not, she was definitely on food stamps. Yeah, she shouldn't be talking about other people being ghetto and welfare, dude. That's all. She also used her government money to start up her candle business with the COVID checks. She herself has food stamps. In New York, you could barely have a car and get them. Yeah. Nothing. Well, that's different. The money that the economic relief that people got from like COVID, I mean, you know, you could spend that on whatever you want. And if she wanted to start up a business, that's fine, you know. But yeah, I mean, that's different than government assistance. Nothing wrong with food stamps or welfare. We all hit hard times in our lives. That is what it's there for, and people shouldn't use it or as a guilt or gotcha. Right. She put her phone in her purse. Yes. We all saw the card. Public assistance was bad to be in until Laura felt entitled to it. Mm-hmm. Sweet Lori, I've heard you Laura use the N-word. I don't care if it was I that A and R argument is so fucking stupid to me. It so stupid. I don't even know why that's an argument. All right, sorry. I am. My mom used to be on food stamps when I was growing up and also had to go to the Catholic food bank some months. It's where I developed my hate for Venus sausage canned. Oh shit. Blacks can call each other whatever they want, but it's not for some dumbass white woman to try to educate YouTube on a word she has no clue about. Yes, very true. Very true. 500 tattoo or health insurance, you know, priorities, girl, priorities. Oh, I remember that. Life Rewinded. Asked for the card after she tried telling everybody that she wasn't on them anymore. I'm not on them anymore. I don't qualify. And then all of a sudden her son came in and busted her. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Shaming people when you yourself are on them is trash. Absolutely. Okay, I'm catching up. I was a single mom. I worked 2 jobs and finished my degree before I met my husband. During that time, I had to have food stamps and Medicaid. No shame. Absolutely no shame. You know, if you're trying to better your life, but at the same time, you need to be on some type of assistance, like, I don't see a problem with that at all. You know, I see a problem when you try to use it as an insult towards others and then you you know, you try to shame other people for being on them and act like you're above everybody. Come on now. Why can they call white honkies white honkies? Oh, girl. Are you really? Jesus. Personally, why here? I'll tell you why. Because that has a totally different history and meaning than the N word. Like, just totally different. Like, they don't even compare. And maybe you need to look at the history of the N word, but I'm sensing we have a person in the chat that might be a little racist. I definitely don't think like Laura. No, I don't either. I've heard that word my entire life. We call each other that. When we heard someone outside our race say it, we would definitely go off. Absolutely. Heard the glare use the N word. Oh, I didn't hear that. That's not cool. Yeah, she's ignorant. I don't necessarily know if she hates race, you know, hates any particular race. I just think she's ignorant. I think growing up, she probably heard words, certain things, words and shit like that come from like people around her, her parents, maybe her family members. Unfortunately, yeah, there is people on Long Island that are fucking racist, even though we live in one of the most diverse places there is. I've run across them in my personal life, people that say really fucked up racist shit. And I mean, there's racist white people everywhere. It's just what it is. But she just repeats a lot of the things that I think that she hears. I'm not making an excuse for her. I just don't even think Laura's aware enough of social issues to you know what I'm saying? I don't even think she's aware enough of social issues to even do the research to know factually whether what she's saying is true or not. I think it's a lot of regurgitated bullshit that she probably heard growing up in her life. That's my opinion, but because trust me, I've heard it in my own real life, people saying some really ignorant shit, and I'm just like, you know, because there's people out there that I can't believe myself personally that are just so brazenly and openly fucking racist, and I'm just like, like they don't even, I don't, they'll just say shit in front of you, and you're just like, wow, like how do you get that way? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she doesn't like to be around people of color. Or maybe just doesn't feel comfortable or know how to act. I mean, she's definitely like, she's made like even remarks about rap music, And I'm thinking like, you're ignorant again, even in that area, because like, have you ever actually listened to rap music? Which is weird because she has played it like at the beginning of her life so many fucking times. And I'm like, have you actually ever listened to a Tupac song? Like, like she just dismisses it as music right off the bat. Why? Have you ever actually listened to it, like, and followed it? How could you be aware of social issues when you still live in the 90s? Good question. Good question. To be fair, going into bad areas is dangerous. Yeah, but there's bad white areas, Hispanic areas, black areas. Like, just Laura, a bad area and in any major city, right? If you go to Atlanta, you're going to have nicer parts of that city and you're going to have shitty parts of that city. That doesn't mean, because what you're trying to insinuate here is that every bad part of a city is predominantly black people, and that's just not true. So, and to be quite honest, I don't really want to be at a race debate today. I'm just saying that, there's good parts of Atlanta, there's bad parts. There's good parts of the city here, there's bad parts of the city here. There's some bad parts of the city in New York where it's predominantly Chinese people. I mean, or Hispanic people. It doesn't matter what the race is. There's white people. I mean, it's so mixed. To go into it and just say the whole city of Atlanta is bad. That's crazy to say. There's any major city has its good areas and its not so great areas where there's poorer people, the projects. My mom grew up in the projects. Guess what? When she lived in the projects, and you go through her yearbook, right? This was the low income housing in Brooklyn back when she was young. It was predominantly Jewish people living in the projects with her, and it was, it turned into a bad area. So she was like one of the only Catholic people in her school. If you go through her yearbook, it's all Markowitz or whatever. So there's white people that are living in these areas as well. We all have a right to freedom of speech, but we also have to be careful not to abuse that right. Yeah, well, that's very true. That's very true. The irony of someone with such ignorant views having a kid at a HBCU isn't lost on me. What's a HBCU? What is that? I'm not sure what that is. Jews in projects? Nah, well, back in those days they were. Back in those days, there was a lot of Italians, there was a lot of Jewish people. Well, not many Italians, but yeah, Jewish people in the projects. It's a thing. You think every Jewish person, see, that's so ignorant. You think every Jewish person's rich? You really think that? You don't think that there's Jewish people that struggle? Shit, Laura's one of them. She's Jewish and she's on food stamps. There you go. If you think that. I've never been to Atlanta. I know some good music has come out of Atlanta. The reason black people have to live in the bad parts is because the government is also racist. It's disgusting that racism even exists. In 2023, it's downright shameful. It is. She is not disabled. No, she's not. Where in Brooklyn? Well, I'm not going to dox my family, so. This was back in the early 50s and 60s. I don't know what the population is today of that specific project housing, but that's what it was back then. How do I know this? Because my grandparents lived there until the 90s, and a lot of the old timers still live there, and that's just how it was. Sarah, my grandmother's Jewish neighbor lived in there. You don't think that there's poor people of every race, religion, and creed? She also said that John Crives is intimidated by strong black women. That's why he only dates weak white women. Yes, yes. Says that when his girlfriend was clearly black. Yes, yes. Methinks people forget where that word originates from. Yeah. All the bad areas are black, period. The truth. Wow. 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 Who is this person? Is this like some troll that's in here just trying to be an asshole? You're you need to just stop, dude. That is so fucking untrue. I have to assume you live in a very isolated part of the country or the world where there's no fucking diversity if you think that. Zero diversity. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. The South is full of poor white people living in trailers, dude. Like, you kidding me? I mean, there's bad neighborhoods, white neighborhoods, black neighborhoods, Spanish neighborhoods, Chinese neighborhoods. Give me a break. That's so stupid. Mm-mm-mm. That's Laura. She blocks people and then trolls. Yeah, well, if that's her account, she better hope to God she never accidentally shows that one on a fucking live, like she's done with so many others, or accidentally comments. Hold on. Help! Just dyed my roots and they came out a little hot. Do you have to dye over them or can I tone? Okay, this is a what kind of dye you use? Did you use? Let's start there first. You don't want to use if you want to dye over them, which you can, they're not gonna like fall out. Don't use a permanent dye because all you're gonna do is lift your hair color again, and then it's gonna get more hot. So what you want to do is go to Sally's or something, get a 10 volume developer, and get a semi or demi permanent. Don't use a toner. A toner is not gonna work because it only works if your hair is like a level fucking like 8 or 9. Oh yeah, 8 or 9. You have to have blonde hair for toner. Toner is not gonna work. Or if you're going to like CVS or something and using that hair dye, I would look for something that says semi permanent or something like that. It's gonna stay in your hair for a good month until your roots grow out a little. You're gonna have to follow the band and just keep covering it up. But personally, I would not use another high volume uh dye in your hair because you're just going to lift it again and you already did that. You don't want to lift the color out, you want to deposit color in. So that's what you're looking for, is a deposit only. Go to Sally's if you have one close by and ask them for a deposit only dye that's only going to put color in your hair. Your hair is very dark brown. Yeah, that's what happens. It kind of turns a little orangey. So you want deposit only color. You don't need to lift it anymore because if you go and use like another whatever hair dye thing and it already lifted it, it's gonna lift it again. It's gonna be even lighter. You don't want that. You want to just put color in it and that's it. So I would go my suggestion because that's why I hate box dye. You don't know what you're getting in there. You don't know what volume the developer is and you don't know what you're getting. That's the most important part is the developer. So I would go to Sally's. They sell little tiny bottles, like one-time use bottles of 10 volume developer, and then go ask them for deposit only. Doesn't matter what brand it is, and put back in like a level. What are you? You said dark brown, maybe like a 3, a level or 4, a level 4, dark brown, ashy brown. And if it's red, if it's reddish and the rest of your hair is brown, make sure it says ash on it so that it doesn't turn your hair red. Oh, you have a 10 developer. Okay. Level 4. Yeah. So make sure it doesn't say permanent on it though. Make sure it says demi permanent or semi even. Laura said she was born into money just recently. She said she's from Old Mike. She ain't from shit. Laura showed me the house that she grew up in on Google Maps. Okay. She lived in a affluent I won't even call it affluent area. It's a middle class, suburb. Just like basically same thing I grew up in. Okay. I grew up in my neighborhood was, diverse. I mean, there was some poor people, there was some, wealthier people. Um, she grew up in a middle class regular neighborhood on Long Island. Like there's no, it's no different from the neighborhood that I grew up in. What the fuck is she talking about? She didn't grow up from old money. She didn't even live in the richer part of the neighborhood. She lived in a nice area. I'm not saying that it's not nice. It's very close to where I live now, actually. And I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't a nice area. It's a nice area, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It's a middle class area. It's middle class to like upper middle class, maybe, but middle class nonetheless. Definitely not a neighborhood that people lived in where they had shit tons of money, like really rich people. Haven't I really dreams lately? I was born to the queen. Ooh. All I know is when I messed up my highlights, my hair lady was out of town. She told me to get a dark blonde or light brown and not ash. Ash turns green on blonde and not too dark would be black. Yeah, well, on blonde hair, you definitely don't want to do that. But if she used a 20 volume from a dark hair, I know that her hair didn't turn blonde from that. It probably got like an orangey or reddish color because the 20 volume is only going to lift you like a level, if even. So if you're starting off at dark brown and you use a 20 volume developer on your roots, you're probably going to, or even like a 30, you're going to go like a level or two. So you're going to go from a 4 to a 5 or 6 maybe, or a 3 to a 4. So you're still brown, you're still in the brown range. Blonde is like the inside of a banana peel. That's like pale blonde. That's when you could use a toner. A banana peel is basically like a blonde color. So definitely don't want to use, I mean, blonde's really probably not going to do much. I've done a lot of research on hair coloring because I fucked up my hair several times. But just to be safe, because you don't want to take out any more of your base color, you just kind of want to correct the problem now. You already took out the color. Now you just want to correct the problem with something that'll just deposit color over it for now. You're spot on. I'm a retired hairdresser cosmetologist. Thank you, Tallulah. Because you've already stripped the color out of your hair, you know? And it sucks because I know from my own experience, like brown hair is a pain in the ass. Once it gets to that red color or that orange color, that's when it's probably the hardest to deal with. But you have to go through that stage and when you're going through blonde. She spray painted black. Wait, she said she's spray painting it pink? Girl, why don't you just go buy a pink Christmas tree? I mean, the most that it could cost is what, $40? Spray painting a fucking Christmas tree. I've never heard of such a thing. I've heard of people flocking Christmas trees with that spray snow, but actually spray painting a tree, yeah, no. How does that even hold on? Oh my goodness. Please don't do that. Just go buy a pink Christmas tree from Walmart. They have a rainbow Christmas tree at Walmart. Go get that. Girl. Oh my goodness. Comes from money, needs tattoo money, honey. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm picturing an old pickup truck converted into a pool. So when was her debundant bull at the what? Oh, her debutante. Sorry. Bull. What the fuck? Where did I come up with that? So when was there? It was covered halfway. The debutante ball at the country club. Girl, you got me. You got me. After her hair with too much bleach, and then yeah. Well, she blamed like this mysterious hair girl. I'm telling you right now, no hairdresser would do that shit to your hair, dude. I mean, I'm not saying it can't ever happen. Anything's possible, right? I cannot believe how many of you guys ordered these Rudolph trees. Sorry, I just took one out of the mold. I've sold so many of these. I wish I ordered 2 molds because I only have one. But I'm like astonished at how many people of all the Christmas stuff I bought. I am astonished at how many people bought these Rudolph things. I'm just in shock. And I just got another order for like 3 more of them. Yeah, so she went to the hairstylist, supposedly. I don't believe that. And she claims that they, you know, bleached her hair. But I'm like, dude, no hairstylist. A responsible hairstylist is going to tell you that, you can't, especially if you had, her hair was dark black. I mean, it was black, her hair, nearly. And you could tell that there was years and years and years worth of hair dye in her hair at that point in time. It takes a very long time to transition from dark brown to blonde. I did it, you know. Yeah, and that was after years and years and years of me dyeing my hair, and the dye molecules eventually just build up in your hair, and it's very hard to get it out. So she claimed that she went there. I don't believe it because first of all, if you were wanting to get your hair as light as she even did the first time, you would have to strip it first, then bleach it. I mean, that's what they would do if they were going to do it somewhat responsibly. They would, use like a dye remover and then they would, you know, bleach it out. Like it's a color correction at that point in time. It's very costly. She she went from dark hair to very, very light hair in a very short period of time. And she burned half of it off. Like there's no way she went back and they did that to her. The most they would have done at that point was offered her a toner and said, look, we could fix the tone of your hair a little bit. I was shocked at how light she got it the first time she did it. Initially, she got it pretty light. But they did not burn her hair off. No hairdresser did that. She did that herself. If you guys go back on my videos in like 2019, even on my grief videos, you could actually see I'm in that awkward stage where my hair still has the dye in it, and you could still see orange in my hair. Even though it's weird though, because on camera my hair always looked like orangey, even though in person I felt like it didn't look that orangey. I guess it's just the way the camera picks up color. But it took me almost 2 years to get my hair to like where there was no more orange left in it. So it takes a really long time for her to do like an ash. Then if you go to my later videos in like 2000, maybe 21, you could see my hair is much blonder in those videos. And now it's back to fucking being pretty much dark again because I fucked up last time I went and got my highlights done. I think she misunderstood what I was trying to say. I wanted it darker, meaning I wanted the blonde a little bit darker, not as like white blonde. And I think she kind of misunderstood that and thought I wanted like a smudge root kind of thing. And so she really, like, my hair looks so dark. I don't like it. Next time I go, I'm going back and getting a full head of highlights again. I don't like it. I don't like it this dark. So weird because when I was younger and I tried going blonde once or just getting highlights, maybe it was because of the way highlights were back then when it was like, I'm talking in the 2000s, and that's when everybody was doing those really streaky kind of chunky looking highlights. I fucking hated it. Absolutely hated it. I got it done once and I was like, never again will I do this. And then I decided to start transitioning my hair just because of the gray. It's when you have dark brown hair and gray coming out of it, it's so annoying. So annoying. So otherwise I'd be doing my roots every couple of weeks. Who wants to do that? I don't have time. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, I mean, I went from almost black hair. My hair was dark brown. So, the hat with the holes I had to wear. Oh, yeah, those highlighting caps. Yeah. But she did that to herself. There's no part of me that believes a hairdresser did that to her. There's no part of me. Even when she told me, oh, no, we weren't friends at that time. That's right. That was right after she had dyed her hair the first time blonde. When her and I started talking, well, we're just about to stop talking for the first time. God, why would I talk to that person again? And then the second time, I mean, then after that, she went, and I think she was honestly trying to like emulate Molly Golightly. She always had this fascination. Been looking into gray blending, and it's pretty. Trailer, when my hair gets to like 75% gray, I'm just rocking it. I'm not going to even. I personally, I feel like when you cover gray, it just looks like it's covered gray. Never looks natural. When you cover it, when you have 10% gray, 20% gray, it looks fine. But oh my God, sorry. I'm trying to get this one candle holder out of the mold without breaking it because I broke 2 of them already. I don't know why. And this just one is just not easy to get the mold out of. Oh, I think I did it. I broke 2 trying to demold these. 47 sticky keys. What? Hold on. I have a mixture of gray and blonde. I'm leaving it natural. So much easier when your hair is blonde to blend the gray in. When it's dark brown, it's just, oh my God. It is a pain in the ass. Oh my God, please. I just want to get this off without breaking it. There we go. Hold on. Oh my God. I broke it again. Oh my God, I had it, and then it fucking flew out, and I fucking broke it for the 3rd goddamn time. The same candle holder. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh my God, it flew out of the fucking mold and just broke. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my God. Well, I'll be remaking that one for the 3rd fucking time this week. Oh my God. That shit just fucking flew out. God damn it. I broke this thing so many times, and now I just broke it again. I actually got it out of the mold without breaking it because I broke it as I was demolding it the last 2 times. This time, I actually got it mostly out of the mold without breaking off a piece of the snowflake, and then it just fucking flew out of my hands. Oh, God, please help me. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Trials and tribulations of having your own business, right? She also gave your number out on a live. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Happy Thanksgiving. Hey, Wild One. I don't care what your new name is. I'm still calling you Wild One. Because that's what I do. Oh, my God, dude. I'm so mad. Oh, fuck. Little pieces of cement are hit me in the face right now. Oh, man. All right. That's a Mercedes girl, actually. That was her candle holder. I broke it 3 times. I don't know why. I made the same one a few times and I haven't broke. I don't know why it keeps breaking on me. Like, what am I doing wrong here? Everyone still calls me Zero Filter Jules. Yeah, that's just how it is. That would be like me. In the horns. Oh yeah, I do that with my what do you call it? My feather trays. I put, like reinforcements in the stems. Doesn't always help, but ooh, these little Christmas trees are so cute. So whoever ordered those, happy Native Appreciation Day, brother. Ooh, wild pickles. Is that what today is, Soldier? Today's national. Ooh, this one came out perfect. How exciting. This one's for FSC. Ooh, this one came out. This is probably my best one. There's one little bubble, but it's fine. Ooh, I'm so excited. That's figure skating coach. That would be hers. Her little Christmas tree. Oh, look who's here and needs attention. Aw. Facts. Facts. You're an asshole. Facts. Fucking idiot. Look who's here needing attention. Every time the subject changes. You guys ever notice that? Every time. Without fail. It's like, oh, look who's here. Look who's here. Ugh. There we go. Christmas trees down. Oh my God, I got cement all over my sweatshirt. Great. All right. I got lots of angel wing. I cannot believe, though, the amount of these Rudolph trees that have been going. It's a hot seller. And they're like the biggest pain in the asses to make, too. But, I like to challenge myself. Hot seller. Get therapy is always my favorite line from a crazy person. Yeah, that has to be the same person who's telling people they need to be 5150 all the time. I mean, could you just make it a little bit more obvious that it's you, Corey, or not? Or not. Somebody ordered it also, one of the big feather trees, which I love these too. I just love them. What is that? Yeah, the reindeer tray. Girl, hot seller. That is definitely one of... Oh, fuck. You gotta be kidding me. I just broke this thing too. Great. I'm not having much luck today. Fucking A. God dang it. Wow. I am batting 1,000 today when it comes to taking these things out of molds. Fucking A. Just broke the feather tray. That sucks. Funny they call MM. Yeah, obsessed, yet they're always here in our lives. Without fail. Do I know how fucking stupid you sound, says the illiterate psychopath. They really think they're like accomplishing something by doing this. That's, I think, the most interesting part to me is like this person actually thinks that they're accomplishing something. I've seen them in comments like actually sitting there acting like they're accomplishing something by trolling the way they are. Like they really think that they're getting through to people. It's really funny. Dump cake. Oh shit. You took some? I don't like pumpkin anything. I'm weird though. JB Bells, look up the define. wait. JB Bells, look up the definition of a turkey chicken head arms your words. Wow, dude. Wow, dude. Oh, Anastasia, I'm so happy. And your feather tray. You got the small feather tray, if I remember correctly, right? I like the big feather tray, which I just broke now, so I'm gonna have to remake it. Oh, I probably would have had to do that anyway. What the fuck is that shit on there? Huh. Sometimes there's like, I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, it might be the cement actually. There'll be like little dark spots. I don't know if that's from like the cement. It has to be because I don't know what else it would be. Like something that's actually in the mixture. It's weird, but yeah, this one did not. I broke it. Fuck. All the feather trays, I have like a million of them that I broke. There's this one part of it that's just really hard to get out of the mold, and I break them, and then they all become ashtrays. So, not sure if it's big or little. It's long. It's the flat one though, kind of, right? Not flat, but like it's like it looks like a uh just kind of straight feather almost. Not. I have another one that has like the sides come up and kind of curl in. I'm pretty sure because I haven't done one of those in a while, and somebody just ordered one, and so I've only done the other ones for like the last couple of months. Those are also very popular too. It's very bizarre the things that I buy things because I think that they're gonna sell, and there's some things I haven't sold any of, which is fine, you know. But there's other things that I'm like iffy about. Like the reindeer tray was one of those things I was like, I don't know if people are gonna like this, you know. When I initially bought it, I thought it was cute, but I was like, I don't know if other people are gonna like it. You know, I cannot believe that that thing, out of all the things that I bought for Christmas, sold the most. That is definitely the top seller out of all the Christmas stuff I got. The trees are doing well too. The trees. I thought the snowflake candles would go well. I had a couple of those. I got a couple of orders for those. But for all the Christmas stuff, I really, really thought that the reindeer tray was going to be a waste of money. I was like, I really didn't think that people were going to like it as much as they did. I didn't, you know what it was? I think too, when I first bought it, I kind of have to make it look cool because on its own without the red nose, I think it looks boring. You know, it's still cool, but it looks kind of boring. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, you know, I could probably fill that in with something. And I was going to paint it at first, just paint it. And that wasn't really working out too good. And then I decided to use the resin in it. And then I don't know, I guess people like that. But it was a really good seller on my website. A walnut whiskey cake. I got to get out of here soon because I got to go food shopping for my Thanksgiving dinner. I didn't even buy it yet. Uh, Nothing like the last minute, right? Remember MJ used Laura's candle for an ashtray. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And hey, Navy Text, happy early Thanksgiving to you. Early Thanksgiving. So yeah. I'm just shocked at what a seller it's been. What a hot seller it's been. I posted on Facebook yesterday, and a girl I grew up with, she actually ordered a whole bunch of shit. I was shocked. I'm looking at it this morning. I'm like, wait a second, this is not somebody from YouTube. Because I saw their address, and I'm like, this is somebody who lives near me. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's a girl I grew up with. She ordered a bunch of stuff. Pretty cool. Oh girl, I just left the store. May the force be with you. I know, girl. It might not be that bad. In fact, that's why I want to go soon before people start. Well, a lot of people are home from work already, but I do this every year because I suck at life. So Um, but we got a lot of food stores around here, so it's, usually not terrible. It's bad, but it's not terrible. I gotta pick up a couple of quick things and do the self checkout. I actually saw a thing yesterday. I was talking to my friend the other day, and she had a good point. And I was like, she told me, right? Because I always use the self checkout, right? It might be a control problem thing that I have. I don't know. I personally like self checkout at the store because I feel like it just goes faster and everything's being done and put away in the order that I want it to be done in. You know what I'm saying? Plus, if you like change your mind about something, you don't feel weird. Because there's sometimes that happens. You get online, you're like, you know what? I really don't know if I want this. Like you could have those little arguments in your brain when you're doing the self checkout thing. Well, anyway, my friend brought up a good point though. She's like, the store is not giving me a discount, like for doing self checkout. Like this used to be somebody's job, and it's true. Like somebody was getting paid to do this, and now you're doing it. Are you getting a discount? Are you getting paid to do it? What are you getting out of doing self checkout? For me, it's just control, I guess, being able to bag things the way I want to bag them, even though we here on Long Island just don't have bags. So they don't even have bags at the registers anymore. It's really annoying. So it's like either you bring your own bags or you have to like be like a little child and be like, can I have a bag, a paper bag? And then you got to pay for it. But anyway, I saw this morning actually that some Targets, I don't know if it's all Targets, but they're starting to limit the bags, the self checkout to 10 items or less. Cause like I'm that asshole that goes to self checkout with like a full ass shopping cart. Like, I don't care. Because the fuller it is, the more control I need over bagging things. Because I'm like, I want everything to go in the way that I don't know. I enjoy the checkout. I enjoy doing it myself. I just like the whole process. But my friend had a good point because she's like, they're not fucking paying me. And I'm like, you're kind of right. Like, you don't get a discount for it. So I drive 15 minutes to PA so I could get plastic bags. Yeah. Oh, you're so lucky you could do that. So lucky. Blaming her son for being a child because she's irresponsible. Oh my god, the self-awareness. Oh my god, dude. You clearly don't have kids, Corey. I mean, come on. You wouldn't get annoyed if somebody fucking dropped potato chips all over your car. I didn't even blame my son, first of all. It was his friend, I think. But regardless, I'll clean him up, dude. I will prevail in this situation, dude. I'm just going to be annoyed while I'm cleaning them up. But clearly you don't have children that make messes all the time that you have to clean up. It does get annoying from time to time. I'm pretty sure anybody in here who has a kid could attest to um, getting annoyed having to constantly clean messes up. But, you just sit there with your childless fucking ass and judge everybody, okay? Your barren fucking ass. And keep judging people. Why don't you go talk to your friend who puts locks on her refrigerator so her kid can't fucking access food? Okay? Why don't you go talk to her about parenting? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway. Bye, KB Bells. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm like, what holiday is it again? Christmas? I'm loving the time I get to spend with family. I'm applying to the police academy. Ooh, congratulations in February. But until then, I think I'm going to substitute teach. Good for you. Good for you. That's awesome. I am very, very happy to hear that. You're enjoying your new career. Hopefully you will yep. Oh, yeah, dude. The drive there. I gave up declaring who I think trolls are in public because I would have bet my life savings that FOD was Mandy Bell. Oh, my God. Remember that? FOD. When FOD first came around, we were all like, who is it? That don't move. Corey has the Beanie Babies that don't move or make a mess. She wouldn't know what it's like. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like I have to drag the vacuum cleaner out to clean this mess up. It's a pain in the ass. I'll be okay, but am I not allowed to just be like, fuck? There's potato chips in my fucking rug, whatever mats. I'm not allowed to fucking be annoyed by that. Okay, All right, dude. You're going to come in here and gaslight me that I'm not allowed to be bothered by anything, right? That my kid does. It's not like I beat the shit out of my kid. He's not even here, and I probably won't even mention it to him. But, I'm just complaining to you guys. But apparently that makes me a bad parent, according to this fucking childless asshole. Fucking douche. Refrigerator locks are inhumane. Well, it's just unnecessary, dude. I mean, that's like putting bumpers on the table or something so your kid doesn't bump into the table. It's like, dude, you're not teaching your kid anything by doing that, in my opinion, right? Because the goal for weight loss is self-control eventually, right? So by putting a lock on the refrigerator, that's not really helping with the self-control. I don't know how, psychologically, I just can't see that doing the person, anybody, any good, except for the person who needs that amount of control over food that they don't pay for themselves. But let your house cleaner keep it clean up for you, even the car. I don't have a housekeeper, so I am the housekeeper here in this house. I'm not the best housekeeper, but I'm a housekeeper. Yeah. I wish they're at least funny or entertaining. 99% of the time, you can't understand what the fuck they're trying to say. Yeah, that's being done on dude, this fucking asshole. This rat's never spent a Thanksgiving with her husband's family. They go alone, and she stays home in YouTube. I've never gone live on Thanksgiving on YouTube. Number one. Number two, my husband's family lives out of state, so it's very hard to spend Thanksgiving with them. Number three, he went alone once, dude, and that was the year that my mom died. Okay, and I hadn't slept for fucking 3 days, so I stayed home because I don't fucking care about Thanksgiving. My mom just died, so you have no fucking idea what you're talking about, dude. Zero clue. And most of the time, we're actually away Thanksgiving, so we don't do much because we're away for my son's hockey. So yeah, you sound fucking stupid. Speaking of the devil, hold on a second. Hold on. I'm asking my husband to get me a coffee. Oh, no, don't leave. Don't leave. Jason. Oh, hold on. He's the best. Hey, he's the best. Yeah. Teaching your kid they are an addict is not going to be good. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, God. I stayed home on Thanksgiving my whole life, pretty much. Like, we didn't go out and do Thanksgiving with our families. Our family. My family was too big. So, why are you so obsessed with what I'm doing for Thanksgiving, though, anyway? Like, it's so fucking weird. It's so weird that you're so worried. I've seen you several comment on my Thanksgiving and what I'm doing several times. You seem very like disturbed by it. Are you fucking gonna be sitting at the table with me or something? Fucking idiot. Fuck Thanksgiving. I hate Thanksgiving. Always have, always will. Least favorite holiday. The one year I spent Thanksgiving alone, which I voluntarily did. I could have went over there, but where are you spending Thanksgiving? That's a great question. Well, their Thanksgiving was a few months ago, so but I'm sure they spent it alone. If I had a guess, not even with their child because they don't have one, or spouse because they also don't have one of those. I'm pretty sure they just sat alone. Probably ate one of those TV dinners, that you pop in the microwave, like turkey, little turkey TV dinners with the mashed potato. It all comes on one tray, right? Yeah. I'll bet the folks who have Thanksgiving with Laura glad when the day week is over. Oh yeah, she's going to her mom's house. We have a huge family too. We didn't sit around a table that was full of food. You made a plate and found a seat. Yeah, that's how every family party was in my family. But Thanksgiving, typically, my family would stay home because there was just too many of us. So either my mom would host like one of her siblings out of six, or five rather. She is one out of the six. So either she would host, or most of the time though, it was just us. We didn't even eat turkey at my house because nobody liked turkey. My dad didn't like it. My brother didn't like it. My mom didn't even like it. She fucking loved every type of food there was, but turkey, she just didn't really care for. So she used to be like, well, why are we going through all this trouble? So she would make a tray of lasagna, some antipasta, Italian Thanksgiving. Hey. And that's exactly what I do. Italian Thanksgiving. I give my family a choice what they want. They say raviolis every year, and I'm 100% with that. I am still with that. And by the way, if you are spending the holiday alone tomorrow, please don't feel sorry about that. If you don't have family or anybody, don't feel sorry about that. Don't let anybody come in here and make you feel bad if you don't have family, okay? Because shit happens in life, and some people don't have family. Some people just simply don't have family, and this is such a sad time of year for them. So for some asshole to come in here and try gaslighting people that it's like wrong that you spend, a holiday in an intimate setting with just you and your close, immediate family, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, don't let anybody fucking gaslight you into thinking that that it's wrong. Thanksgiving's never been a big deal in my house growing up. It wasn't that big of a deal in my house. But I'm not, I come from an Italian American family. My dad grew up Hungarian. He's second generation, American here. You think Thanksgiving was a big deal in my dad's house growing up? Because it wasn't. His mother was an immigrant. And so for us, it was never a big holiday like it is for some people who have, families that go back generations and generations and generations, and they can trace their fucking family roots back to the Mayflower. That's not my family, dude. We're new here. you know we're a relatively new family here, whatever family, yeah. And they came over on Ellis Island, my family, all of them. So we're not fucking, you know 20th generation Americans here. We're pretty much, on my dad's side, I'm only the second generation born in America, and then on my mom's side I'm the third. So we're not big Thanksgiving people. Your traditions traditionally are passed down from your family, right? So, yeah, my family celebrated Thanksgiving, but that was not the big holiday for my family personally. It was Christmas, it was, you know, birthdays, shit like that. I don't get the Thanksgiving thing, but I hope you all have the best time. I don't either, because all it's about is fucking eating food, and it's not even honestly based on what we learn in school here in America growing up about Thanksgiving is not even reality. So it's not. It's just not. Which is why you'll see people like Burn Toast, right? She doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving because she's Native American. She doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving because it's not what people think it is for them, for Native American people who have family that can be traced back to that time. So yeah. Oh, is the morbid interview tonight? Interview? Did I just say interview? We didn't either. I moved from PR when I was young because of better doctors here, but we go to someone's house, or is a normal day. Right. For some people, it's just, I mean, we celebrated it in my house, but it wasn't like the big holiday that it is for a lot of other people that go and do, these big dinners with their families, and they're traveling and they're going to fucking different states. Like, that's not, I never grew up like that. it was most of the time was an Italian dinner. My mom would do turkey sometimes, but it would depend on who was coming over, Sometimes, like, for years we had my brother was with his ex, girlfriend for 6 years, and for those 6 years we had her parents over, and my mom would do the turkey. Sometimes, there was always Italian dishes at my Thanksgiving no matter what, but she would do the turkey and shit like that, the side dishes. But then if it was when I was growing up, it was always just me, my mom, my dad, and my brother at the Thanksgiving table, because it was too much to cook for every single person and have everybody seated down, at a formal table. For my family, we had way too many people. And as we got older, and this one's dating and that one's dating and this one's bringing their friend, it's like you can't fit everybody. So it's very hard. And so we would, stay home for Thanksgiving, because again, we would plan that in a month we're going to have a big Christmas Eve celebration at my family's house. So it's like, you don't need to get together. We would stay home for Thanksgiving and then go out for Christmas. Your friends, no one, not, no, not, blah, 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 dee, dee, doo, ba, doo, ba. That's all I see when you fucking talk. Like, what? Beep, beep, da, ba, doo, ba, dee, da. Gonna start getting salty when you ain't exposing ya, dummy. You ain't exposing shit, dude. There's nothing to expose. You think I'm fucking scared of you, dude? You sound like a fucking idiot. I call it Native American Appreciation Day. That's because without the natives, right, the pilgrims would have starved. Exactly. Many did on their trip over. That's right. And so the corn and the harvest that they shared, but it was an ugly, brutal taking over of America. This isn't our land. It wasn't at that time. It was their land. Hence the term native. Beep, bada, boop, boop, bah. You all have a great turkey day as I sit here with my broth drooling. Ooh. But the ancestors spread their blankets, gave them food and medicine. Amen. Preach it, soldier. You need to go live, soldier, and give us like a whole history lesson. It would be awesome. I never did either. Our family seems to have similar ways of life. Instead of Italian, it was Mexican dinner. Ooh, I would love a Mexican dinner. Didn't celebrate Thanksgiving like most either. I mean, we celebrated it, but it just wasn't a big deal in my house. Like, it just wasn't. We were like, it just, Christmas is a celebration for our family. That was the celebration for the whole family to be there. But Thanksgiving was more of like, you stay home and you eat with, maybe a couple of other people, but not a big fucking thing. I put a link in my community page. For what? I would love to have some Mexican food. I would love to play my native flute live sometimes. I just have to pretend I'm not live. Ooh, I would be like so nervous playing any instruments on here. I miss my piano. That's what I miss. And not that I even could play that good. I don't know. There's just something about sitting down at a piano. I went to a hotel recently and they actually had 2 grand pianos. And I always said if I was rich, that would be like the first thing I would buy would be a grand piano. And just have it in the middle of my house. But I I, uh, I can't explain that feeling if you're a piano player. If you've played the piano, then you understand that when you see one, you just have to touch it. Like, there's no like, you're just like, oh my God, I need to play it. And they had it locked. I was so mad. I was so mad. I have to admit, I was trying to get the lock off. I was like, I just want to touch the keys and feel the pedals. There's just something about sitting down at a piano that's so fucking relaxing. I love it. And just hitting those keys, tickling those ivories, as they say. Even though I probably only remember how to play like 2 like actual songs, because it's been that long since I've played, real piano. I just love it. I just love sitting down. I wish I could have kept my piano. It's just such a beautiful instrument. It really is. It sounds so pretty. The Native American flute is beautiful. It really is. I'm a pretend player. I could play a few songs, but not many. I can fake it though. My son bought me new slippers. Wait, what? Pink slippers that look like Mexican concha sweet bread. Ooh, what? You gotta send me a picture of those, girl. You trying to steal the hotel piano? Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh, Mega Mom says she's a hotel piano stealer." Like I was gonna put it in my pocket. Oh, how dare she? Ukuleles. Those are cool. I like those. I also tried the trumpet when I was in, and that's how actually me and my best friend became friends, was through trumpet. She was the only other girl that played the trumpet in elementary school. And so we were in lessons together, and that's kind of how we became like friends. That's where our friendship blossomed, through trumpet playing. We both quit in like sixth grade, but I took pianos for 12 years and I don't have my own. Well, Susie, I had a piano. My parents bought me a beautiful Wurlitzer piano, and it was at my mom's house. And when she passed away, I as bad as I wanted to take it, I just don't have anywhere to put a piano in my house. You know, there was no room for it anywhere. And it would have been extremely hard to get into my house because the way like my front, you know, door and everything, the front steps are. I don't even know how I would have gotten it into my house. And so ugh, I had to sell it. I tried selling it, and believe it or not, pianos are hard to sell. I guess people weren't really in the market. I didn't know how to price it and everything. So I ended up giving it to a friend who took it, and I wonder what she did with it because she actually moved, so I don't know if she took it with her on her move. But I was just like, you know what? I was just happy to see it going somewhere where somebody could use it. It needed a serious tuning. I don't think I ever got it tuned. Maybe once in my life, but it was such a nice piano. I still like when I, as an adult, would go over to my mom's house and play like almost every time I went there. I would just like it would just call my name. I miss it. I do miss it. I would like to get they actually sell those keyboards nowadays that are it's amazing how close they feel to it, playing a real piano. Because like back in the day, I'd started off with keyboard lessons. That was the first thing I played, and then I took piano lessons for like the greater part of my childhood, from like kindergarten to eighth grade. And the um the keyboards used to feel so different. The keys felt very cheesy feeling, and I just can't explain it. There's something about the way that a real piano key feels when it when you press it that's just so much different. Um, but nowadays they make these keyboards that feel like a real piano, and it's amazing. I seen them because my son plays the saxophone. Well, I use that term plays loosely because he's still just starting, but um, like they have it in the instrument store where we have to go and rent the instrument, and it is, dude, I was like playing with the keyboards. I'm like, this is so fucking cool. Like it feels like a real piano. Like it actually feels like a real live piano, which is so cool. That I would love to own one day. Something like that. I play the harmonica. Get out of here. I actually think the harmonica is fucking cool. Like not is that what is it? The Blues Brothers song, uh, where he's playing it. He's got like the harmonica solo. Shit's cool, man. I have a mini grand, fits good in any corner. I would just love one. The cool of the ivory under your fingers. Yeah, the pedals, the whole thing. I just love it. I miss it. I miss it so much. I just miss it so much. But there was just things I couldn't take with me, unfortunately. My brother played guitar when he was young, so I guess it's like the same feeling a guitar player gets, like that, just strumming the strings on the guitar. I can play air guitar. Me too. I'm really fucking good at that. My dad bought my son a badass keyboard setup and he's teaching himself to play. He loves it. Casey, it's probably so much easier too nowadays to like learn how to actually like play because you could go on YouTube, you know. But really, the main thing about playing the piano is anybody could play it. It's just I had good fingers. I have long fingers, so I have like a good reach. But you really like the most important thing to do is the finger exercises. And then once you get those finger exercises down, because it's basically muscle memory that you're doing, you're teaching yourself how to um force your hand. Like I could tell from not doing that, I'm rusty. Like my hand don't move the same way that it used to because there's a certain grace. That's why they make you do those like those exercises because you need to learn how to move your fingers and it becomes like habit without looking really. And that's the best thing to do in my opinion is the finger exercises. Just going up and down the scale. Do 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 do, you know. So, like, I could tell my fingers are, like, out of shape from, like not that they were, like, muscular or anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, the stretch, just the I don't know, looseness. But once you learn that, reading music and shit's the easy part. Once you have that down packed and you could fluidly move your fingers up and down the scale, you're good. You're good to go. I can't play with nails. I know, girl. I was trying and I'm like, ooh, this is weird with nails. Like you can't hit the fingers. If I ever wanted to like get back into that, I'd have to chop my nails off. Well, it's hard to type with nails on too. It just is. Especially on the Mac keyboards. I hate the fucking Mac keyboards. They're flat. I hate them. I like me a nice like old school keyboard with like buttons, like clicky buttons. I think I just like pressing things, you know. I'm starting to realize this about myself. I like pressing buttons. Um maybe I should be like a fucking elevator operator or something. I just like pressing the buttons. Uh-oh. Tasmanian Devil's back. All right. Anyway, I'm going to end this because, yeah, I just heard the bus pull up. Um, I hope everybody has a very happy Thanksgiving. Please be safe. Do not drink and drive. I always give that message no matter what holiday it is because, just be safe. Do not drink and drive. I know people like to have a nice glass of wine with their alcohol. Don't do that. Don't drink and drive on on Thanksgiving. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoys their Thanksgiving no matter what they're doing or where they are. Have a happy and safe Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I'm out. I'll see you guys later.